I want to talk about Total Recall. You know, Total Recall is not a bad movie. You know, it's pretty good. You know, I watched it a long time ago. Actually, I like. No, but it's just like I think like there's some weird misconceptions about the movie Total Recall. Okay, so first of all, is it really total? I mean, do you remember everything? I mean, like everything, because just saying, you know, Rachel Ticotin is it's all right, but maybe for Quaid, that's not a Hauser girl. Hauser would have some skanky blonde. Okay, so I want to talk about Cohaagen. I like this archetype. You know why I'm the happiest man in the universe, Richter. I can do anything I want, literally anything, as long as the turbinium keeps flowing. Anything I want. That was Ronnie Cox. Love Ronnie Cox. Just love that mean administrator. You know what? Cohaagen wasn't mean. He was just misunderstood. He had a mother. He wasn't all bad. He did not. Well, okay. I guess what I'm trying to ask is, did he have it coming? Did he deserve to have his eyeballs sucked out of his skull by the vacuum of space? Did he deserve that? Did he have it coming? I mean, also his tongue popped out, and it looked below average. It looked like kind of like at the end, like just like get it over, just like with the eyeballs and big popping. Okay, so Cohaagen wasn't all bad. Remember Venusville? He was going to put a Jamba Juice in Venusville. It's true. Until the rebels had to mess things up. Okay, remember Total Recall. Remember, the only reason Total Recall even happens is because Quaid sees a representation of himself on that little laptop of the future. And so it's just Quaid. It's just Hauser telling Quaid, "You've been on the wrong side the whole time," and like all the Cohaagen raping mutants and murdering them for fun, didn't cause a reaction. Now I want to talk about like some of his administrative skills. Okay, Richter. Okay, everybody agrees. Everyone agrees. Richter was sort of a bad hire from an HR standpoint. Okay, but remember, he never showed up at the party that one night, so we don't really know what happened. Okay, and remember Helm? I liked Helm. He was dry. He had a dry sense of humor. Quaid and him were in the same fantasy football league together. Yeah. So, I mean, you're Helm. It must have been weird to, like, you're Helm and all of a sudden you have to get Hauser. Get Hauser! So, like, you're conflicted. It's like, Richter's, like, kind of like a meanie. Look, Richter, you don't want to mess with Richter at all. And so I think it's important that we talk about, Cohaagen. Okay, Benny was kind of weird, but it's kind of cool when you think about it. He had that big drill, and he's like, "I'm coming for you." Okay, and what about what about also Cohaagen? Remember, I mean, yeah, like the brutality, cutting off the air. Give these people air. And that was bad. But you know what? Remember the little Hilton, the Hilton Hotel, the Mars Hilton. Their transit occupancy tax taxes receipts went up like 14%. So he's not a bad administrator. He just had a mean side. But you should never give a guy that much power. Don't forget the Northern Bloc was colonized at enormous expense. So he's ruthless, but he had a mother, So, and also, remember a little train that zips around Mars? Okay, Cohaagen made he was the administrator of the trains also. And the MTA, the Mars Transit Authority, ridership went up. That's right, it actually went up. So, I mean, credit where it's due. Just think about the Cohaagen report. Really it's the turbinium. Focus your anger on the turbinium. Why do we need this turbinium? We should be more sustainable. That's the lesson of the Cohaagen report. And just remember people like Harry. He worked for Cohaagen for 15 years, and it's really unfortunate. The explosion at the job site where he apparently lost his life. But Harry was a nice guy, and Cohaagen made sure that his family was taken care of. If you worked for Cohaagen, you did your job, he would take good care of you. Benny's half brother worked in accounting, and Cohaagen paid to have his wing fixed and his teeth. The turbinium had to keep flowing. The rail upgrades, the benefit package for Venusville, that was that with, it's like a, what do they call it? Hey women, single mother benefits, whatever. So anyway, Cohaagen gets all the blame, gets none of the credit. Don't forget that Cohaagen just wanted to still be friends with Hauser and have cornflakes for supper. That's all he really wanted. Cohaagen wasn't literally Hitler. That's not right. I mean, literally Hitler, remember they actually cloned Himmler's DNA. So he was literally Hitler. Remember Tony? He held the door open so Quaid could escape. He's doing really well now. He married another mutant. The kids turned out fine. Quaid was best man at the wedding. So things are kind of going good. And you think about it, it's just a job. It's a duty. And it's just neat to have a neat story about Quaid Hauser. Gets the girl, and at the end, he even the first thing he did when he got back after saving the whole planet, he reimbursed the Johnny Cab company for the damage he caused to that fleet vehicle that one time. So just think about Cohaagen. Remember Harry, and the all the other weird people in that movie. Sharon Stone, how dank. Just so dank. Oh my god. It's not a dream. What if it's real?